Hello, my brothers and sisters. Deacon here from Through the Fire with another backyard reflection. Okay, so we live in a world where we're told by society who is valued, who's not valued. This group is good, that group is bad. We live in a world where we might be criticized. Why are you helping this person? They're not deserving. You know, none of that is how Jesus asks us to live. None of it. He didn't show any partiality. Everyone that came to him who is in need, he sought to help. Now, certainly, if you come to Jesus and he says, here's what I'm asking you to do, and you decide to walk away, well, you decide to walk away. All of the miracles and whatnot, all the healings corresponded with that, a measure of faith that the individual has. So there absolutely needs to be a trusting relationship. There has to be. There has to be a trusting relationship that if I'm going to live my life the way the Bible talks, if I'm going to live my life and use as role models the fathers of the church, the saints of the church, if I'm going to use them as role models, then I have to trust that no matter what happens, no matter what comes my way, no matter how many people talk, I'm just going to let it go. So let me ask you this. I'm going to show you two hats. The first hat is this hat from my motorcycle club, right? Punishers. Very ominous looking symbols, right? And to look at this hat, I'm going to put it on, to look at this hat and to think about the punishers. Oh, who do they punish? What are they all about? What are these bad guys? In reality, they're not. I tell you, these are some of the most incredibly generous people, the most loving people that I've had the pleasure to come in contact with. Let me put on a different hat. Okay, I don't know if you can see what that says. FBI. Firmly believe in Jesus. So now you tell me, you see me walking down the street wearing this hat, or you see me walking down the street wearing this hat, are you going to have a different impression? I will tell you that this particular hat was actually given to me by my daughter. Now, why did she do that? Well, if you choose to live your life in a way that honors Jesus, honors the church, honors the teaching of the faith, if you choose to live your life in a way where you're not perfect, but you do the best you can to genuinely care about others, people are going to notice. People are going to see. Certainly there's going to be some that are going to mock you and make fun of you and maybe even attack you. But in the readings this week in the church, there's a couple of very, very important messages. Number one, Jesus is approached by a man who is both deaf and mute, can't hear, can't speak. And he heals him. He says to him, Ephatha, which translates, be opened. And he heals him. And the man is able to hear and the man is able to speak. Now that might not seem like such a big deal considering all the other miracles that Jesus has offered. But he's offering this to every one of us. Let your ears be open. And when your ears are open, allow your tongue to speak. Speak the truth that is Jesus, because he is the way, the truth, and the life. We also read in the readings this week, Paul is talking to us about being humble, not thinking yourself to be better than other people. And he talks about if you're invited to go to a party, don't automatically sit in the best chair available. Rather, sit in the lowest position and allow the one in charge of the party to say, no, come sit with me. Come sit up here. See, what Paul is trying to teach us is that We've got to get our mind out of this thinking that the rewards of this life are more important than the rewards of heaven. We have to stop the thinking that, societal approval and societal recognition, winning the big award, is what it's all about. No, it's not. The only award that I care about is on the day that I die, when I am judged, that I hear, "Welcome home, my good and faithful servant. Inherit the kingdom that has been prepared for you since the foundation of time." That's all that matters. I've said this before and I'll say it again. If we're lucky, we're in this life for 100 years? And then comes life eternal. We need to keep our eyes focused on life eternal and live this life in such a way that we are confident our life eternal will be in paradise with Jesus and not rotting in the corruption and sufferings of hell. I am happy. I am really thrilled that my daughter bought me this hat, because it says to me that although she may not be as devout of a Christian as I am, she sees me as somebody who is incredibly devout and who will speak of Christ wherever he goes. I'm happy that my daughter bought me this hat. But I really got to tell you, the guys that I spend time with that wear this hat, the generosity and the love and the compassion that they have for others, that act of self-service, being law enforcement, where you're going to run towards the bullets while everyone's running away, that kind of attitude, that kind of Christ-like compassion, that makes me really proud. So, do not be afraid. Live a life with your eyes on heaven. Live a virtuous life. And until next time, memento mori.